guys, it is Dev04066 here, and today I'll be finally showing you guys the executioner deck video which I was talking about. Okay, now I did not go into a grand challenge in this deck, but trust me, this deck can get you 12 wins in the grand challenge. You wanna see this deck doing against in grand challenges? Please head over to BenWolf's channel. BenWolf is from the main clan. Okay, my clan Aura Cosmos is actually a sub clan or feeder clan for their main clan, which is Aura Gaming. BenWolf is from there, and on BenWolf's channel, I'll link his channel in the description below. You can see the deck in the grand challenge in action. Okay, now this deck was not by me. This deck was originally came out with by BenWolf, and it works extremely well. Okay, you can see average elixir cost is only 3.5. Not too expensive, but it's not your cheap cycle deck either. So this is sort of a beatdown style deck. You have your lock and zap spells for the spammy troops. Lightning is your offensive spell card, and of course your main push, you have the giant and executioner. Mega Minion and mini Pekka are meant to be used as defense or support cards. Okay, you mainly should save them for defense against things like Hawk Rider or Royal Giant, stuff like that, and then use them to counter push. And I wouldn't really advise using them offensively, but more of a defensive option, because the executioner doesn't really do a lot of damage. Anyways guys, okay, so if I'm not showing you the grand challenge, then what am I going to show you exactly? Okay, I'm going to show you this. Now this was the Aura Gaming bracket tournament, the first ever Aura Gaming bracket tournament that they held late last night. It was from about 10:45 to 11:45, and when everything died down, it was around 12 plus. So went to bed quite late last night, still sort of tired now. It's early in the morning, 8 plus, not even 9 o'clock yet, but I really wanted to get this video out for you guys. As you can see here, I actually placed 28 in this tournament, which I would say is a pretty decent deck. Now of course, you if you're good enough, you can get higher spots, and I was actually number 1 for like the first 10 to 15 minutes of the tournament. My first 3 matches were completely destroyed opponents with this deck. But so yeah, 28 in a 1000 player tournament, but with only 236 players. This is of course just for Aura members, and you guys don't know already, Aura is the top Southeast Asian clan, so is the #1 clan in Southeast Asia. So all of these players are highly skilled players, and of course I am in no way the most skilled player. Obviously you have Blurry. He won a tournament with a different deck, but you know, Blurry is the leader of the main clan, which is Aura Gaming. So it's no surprise that obviously he has the skill, he has what it takes to be leader. But being placed 28 for my skill level using this deck, that's really saying something. So you guys really do go and check out this deck. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna open up my challenge chest. Let's see what I get. A little bit of gold. Model, don't use that card. Cannons, don't use that card either. 5 fireballs, and the last card will be 37 fire spirits. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys some replays of the tournament last night, so you guys will be able to see the deck in action. And I will start off from this. Okay, so one of my very first, now this wasn't the first match, okay, tournaments, okay, not sure why you can't see as many matches here as you can see in when I'm using my phone. But anyways, okay, my first match is against this guy from the same clan as me. Okay, this was we'll just call him Blue Sky, okay, cause that's roughly his name in Chinese. And Blue Sky, he actually made it all the way up to number 4 with this Royal Giant minor deck, but he got completely trashed by me. You can see here, I 3-crowned him. So this deck does really well against Royal Giant. I'm gonna start with a Giant in the back. He's gonna start with Royal Giant and some Spear Goblins. So what I did was drop Mega Minion to counter and zap his Spear Goblins. Then with my Executioner here, just took out his entire Skeleton army and the Minion Horde, and even survived. He had to zap to kill my Executioner, but you can see here, I won that exchange, and he only had 200 plus HP left on his tower with just 1 push. Now this deck is its strength really lies in double elixir. Okay, not so much of regular gameplay. A bit late on the lock there, that was my mistake. Probably shouldn't have locked it, would not really have been worth it. But anyways, now we are resetting, and you can see here, now I made a mistake here. Okay, very well played by him, using the miner to distract my executioner here. Then it was at this point I decided, hey, why not, let's just go for a 3 count. Scatter army on top of my executioner just got absolutely destroyed. Then you can see here, with the mini Pekka and the Mega Minion smacking down on his tower, that's gonna be a very fast 3 crown and good game well played from Blue Sky of Aura Cosmos. Of course, once again, congrats to him, number 4 in the tournament. Very well played using his Royal Giant Miner deck. You guys can copy all of these decks as well. All of these people here, despite whether they won me or they lost me, all of them have fantastic decks and they are really skilled players as well. The next up, we are facing Annihilator, which is the leader of my clan. So you can see here, this was, you know, my first few matches. I actually got matched up with people of in the same clan as me, so that was really nice to see. So he's playing a Giant Bowler Furnace deck. Okay, I'm gonna start off with a lightning spell that works out very well, and you can see minions there, but his bowler did manage to take out my executioner. Nice lightning play by him, but don't think I would have agreed with that since most of my troops are almost dead already. Mini Pekka fantastically countered with a lock and executioner. Drop a Ice Spirit. Now notice how I placed the Ice Spirit just now. Because of the executioner's range, if you want to stun him with the Ice Spirit, you should place your Ice Spirit as near him as possible. Now his X takes 2 swings to he need to swing his X and wait for his X to return to kill the Ice Spirit. So you want to place the Ice Spirit as near to the executioner as possible. So the Ice Spirit will actually jump onto the executioner before his X can return to him, thereby stunning him. If you place the Ice Spirit further away, okay, his X will be able to swing once, hit the Ice Spirit and swing it and return to him the second time, killing the Ice Spirit before it can even jump onto the executioner. So that's one point I really want to make about using the Ice Spirit to counter enemy executioners. So next up here, you can see my executioner is just gonna counter his furnace here, and I'm gonna lightning down everything. Okay, luckily the bowler died at the end. Just gonna use a mini Pekka and Mega Minion to counter his giant there. Send an aggressive Ice Spirit with the mini Pekka. Mini Pekka still managed to get 1 hit even after being locked and zapped. So very nice play by that. Double Elixir is really where this deck shines. You can really come back from a huge loss in Double Elixir simply because you are able to use your lightning in combination with your giant and your executioner. In regular Elixir, you don't really get Elixir as fast to be able to do that. And you can see here it's just a matter of cycling my lightning spell, and that's it. Good game. So good game to Annihilator. Very well played by him. It was a pretty close match with 605 HP left on my towers. Again, these people are very skilled players. So yeah. Here we have a match against Eason United from Aura GMSD4, and we are gonna speed this up to 2 times. Okay, so wishing each other good luck. Okay, some bad manners in this match, but come on, we are all one big Aura family after all. So overall, most of the players were very nice, very well mannered. So he has an Electro Wizard as well, so very interesting deck. This point I was seeing what kind of deck could he be playing, so still feeling him out. He's got Executioner as well, and I'm gonna zap the Goblin Barrel, make sure it doesn't get too much chip damage. Very well placed Ice Golem distracts my Executioner, but my Executioner still came out on top to get 1 swing on the Hawk. And then drop a mini Pekka and gonna go in with an aggressive Ice Spirit. That does nothing, wasted Ice Spirit, but that's okay. I forced him to spend a lock there to counter, and lock to counter his Goblin Barrel. So now we are basically just feeding each other out, going back and forth and seeing what works and what doesn't. So I'm gonna start with another Giant in the back as we are headed into Double Elixir. Once the Giant reached the bridge, drop my Executioner there, Ice Spirit to cycle, and gonna lightning down every single thing. Okay, gonna miss his Ice Spirit unfortunately. Zap on the Goblin Barrel, and here comes the Hawk Rider, which is countered by my mini Pekka. At this point, I lightning again to ensure I had the HP lead, and of course, my mistake there. Lock the Ice Golem and the Executioner, leaving me no counters for the Goblin Barrel. Came down very close, but this thing at the end here, it was such a close match. Okay, had it been a second sooner, I believe the goblins will have demolished my tower. So again, very well played to them, highly skilled players, very close matches. Right, I'm also going to show you guys losses and analyze what I could have done better. Now I played really sloppily against this guy from Aura Immortals. Still alive, bro. So he's gonna start with a witch in the back. I didn't have anything good to start out with, so I started out with the Mega Minion. Okay, at this point I didn't lightning. Okay, lightning hit 2 of the elite barbs but missed the witch. So very bad lightning from me. And you can see here this witch is just gonna demolish my giant with no support. He gains enough elixir to send in a giant, and at this point I realized, okay, this tower is done for. I am screwed. Actually nothing to counter. He drops a minion horde in my face. Really nothing much left for me to counter that, and just like that, with one of the first pushes of the game, he took down my king tower to less than half health, and I realized there is almost no way from coming back from this match. Now, usually you don't really get bad starting hands like that, but if you do, perhaps my first mistake was not using lightning on the witch right when she crossed the tower. Perhaps he wouldn't have pushed with his elite barbs at that time, and that very first push really did cost me the game. So despite it being a very strong deck, you still have to play extremely well, or you'll just get demolished as usual. So as is the case with any strong deck, you still have to play skillfully and not play your cards willy-nilly, or the opponent will still be able to beat you. So he counters my push almost perfectly, and I realized at this point it was over. Just trying to maintain a bit of my dignity and not let him 2 or 3 crown me. So yeah, so that was one mistake. Next up we have a battle against Kairano from our clan as well. Let us watch. And he is using a sort of a cheap deck, a Z-bait cheap deck. Yeah, that's what I would call it. Okay. Now, Naked Miner there, I don't usually advise leaving Naked Miners alone, simply because in tournament play, people really can cheap you out with the minor damage over and over again. So you should try to counter Naked Miners as much as possible and go for the counter attack if you can. Mini Pekka absolutely shuts down my Executioner, and my giant here is basically dead. So sort of a waste of a zap spell, and you can see I'm just gonna use the Ice Blade to counter the Mini Pekka. It's gonna go down with a Princess. I could have locked it, but then I decided to use my Mega Minion instead, and this will force him to counter my Mega Minion with his Goblins, which is what I want him to do. Dropping an Executioner in the back, and then once he reaches the bridge, I'm gonna drop a giant right in front. And at this point, I'm gonna try to lightning here, but you can see my lightning came down way too late. That was too much of an aggressive lightning for me. It's gonna go in with an aggressive Mini Pekka. You can see the Mini Pekka actually got 1 hit on my tower, so very well played by him. He sends in Fire Spirits, but I lock them down. Don't want any more chip damage. Princess immediately to chip me again. Send in Mega Minion to distract. Exact same thing happened. Okay, so now I'm gonna fast forward, and you can see he tries to make me spend elixir on the other side, which is well played by him. Managed to lightning, but still my giant didn't manage to get to the tower here. And once again, another lightning spell. That was a very well played lightning. Giant gets 1 punch on the tower. Mini Pekka reaches there. He has to use a defensive miner. And once again, I keep throwing him the same push over and over again. And we are just basically going back and forth. And I just have to cycle my lightning and a lock, and that is good game. So very well played by Kairano. You can see that was another pretty close battle. Actually played Kairano twice in this battle, and this one Caleb Chu, very close. You can see I got 2 crowns. Okay, absolutely demolished him at the start here, but I made a very fatal mistake at the end. So he starts off with his elixir collector. I play my lightning there, very nice lightning, manages to catch that Mega Minion as well. And you can see an unsupported golem, so it's pretty much just gonna die off. Mini Pekka there is gonna get a lot of hits on his tower, and then you can see I'm pretty much in the lead, but he has the elixir advantage because of the elixir collector. I'm just gonna ignore it, and that is gonna bite me back later. Okay, Balloon doesn't barely reaches the tower. You can see here, drops a golem, and I go in hard on the other side. Actually destroys his other side, and you can see here, this was where the big mistake came in. So at this point, instead of pushing hard for the 3 crown. I went to defend this push. He only had a Golem Mite, a Dark Prince, and a full health balloon left. With my King Tower is about twice the HP of his King Tower. So yeah. So now the big mistake I made was actually not pushing hard for the 3 crown. You can see he drops a rage spell, and that is pretty much the end of my King Tower. Drop a lightning there, that does nothing. The balloon demolishes me, and that is good game. So very close battle. Mistake there, did not push hard enough for the 3 crown, and that gave him the chance to come back. So against elixir collectors, you really wanna lightning them or push out on the other side and go for the 3 crown as much as possible, not giving them a chance to build up big pushes like that. So I'm not gonna show every single battle. So you can see afterwards I got onto sort of a unlucky streak against these decks here, which they won against me. All of those were 1 crown victories, and then again another 3 crown victory against this Royal Giant deck. Okay, I lost to this very interesting Hawk Rocket deck, which I really want you guys to see. This guy played extremely well. Fan from Aura Rusty. Okay, dropping a Mega Minion in the back. He drops an Ice Golem in the back, and at this point I lightninged it and got a bit of damage there. So at this point I realized, oh okay, this guy's playing a model deck, but little did I know he has a Hawk Rider as well. So very well played by him. So a very interesting deck. And he also has a rocket, so at this point it pretty much demolishes me. Tornado doesn't help to prevent huge damage from my giant, and he's gonna rocket down my tower along with my executioner. So very well played by him. And at this point I realized he just has to play defense, play really solid defense there, and with his tornado, and at this point I am pretty much screwed. So very nice Hawk Rocket model deck. First time I'm seeing a combination of Siege and Chip Cycle. So very nice deck there. You guys can copy a deck if you want. Has the model, the Hawk, the Tornado, Rocket, Ice Golem, Minion, Zap, and the Musketeer. So yeah, I lost to that deck sadly, and then you can see a few more losses against this Lava Hound Balloon deck. Shouldn't have lost there. Played very sloppily, I think probably cause I was getting a bit tired, and you can see here we have more victories, and another match against Tyranno. Okay, the last battle before the tournament ended. Okay, he killed from Aura Royale. Okay, and I'm gonna start with, we both start with executioners in the back. Okay, drop a mini Pekka to destroy his Royal Giant, and this is pretty much quite a dominating game, I would say. Lightning, just the Mega Minion and my tower wouldn't really have agreed that Lightning. Tornado doesn't do much. Executioner still does a huge bunch of damage to his tower, and his skeleton army will do nothing. Drop Ice Spirit in the back to cycle. He's gonna let my Ice Spirit chip his tower. Lightning down every single thing. Late Inferno placement. Should have placed the Inferno instead of the Mega Minion just now. Ice Spirit and Mini Pekka to counter everything. Lock to counter his Skami, and you can see here 30 seconds left. He really has no chance to come back. Even if he did manage to get this tower, which he didn't manage to, I could have just took out his other side tower pretty easily. He was already down to 700 HP. So once again, this is the deck: Ice Spirit, Giant, Executioner, Lightning, Lock, Zap, Mini Pekka, and Mega Minion. So hope this deck works out for you guys. Do go and try it out in a grand challenge and let me know what you guys think of the deck. If you have enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more such future content. Till the next time, this has been Dev04066. Peace out.